guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I have another Sabbat box to unbox for everyone today, and this is for Ostara 2018 for the theme of elemental magic, which is pretty cool, pretty exciting. I'm very curious to see what is gonna be in here. So of course, as we go through the box, I'm going to refer to the brochure for prices, information, why it was chosen, that kind of stuff. All of the fun goodies are located in here. I really like the minimalistic kind of look that it's got going on, this Ostara, and of course it features the symbols for the elements. So before we get into the box, I just want to go ahead and brief a little bit on Ostara. That is some information that is also inside the brochure. So just in case you have no idea why you're here, what this is, how you got here, just a little snippet about Ostara before we jump into the box. Ostara for this year is going to be on March 20th, so next week, I believe it's maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday, I do not remember specifically. This can change from time to time, but this year it does fall on March 20th. Ostara is the spring or vernal equinox, so it's one of the two equinoxes that we have each year. The other one is the autumn equinox that happens closer to Samhain, towards the end of the year, the calendar year. So being the spring equinox, it is also the first day of spring. At least it is here in the northern hemisphere where I am kind of located. So then it just says that for many pagans, Ostara and the spring equinox represent rebirth, growth, balance, and fertility. This is a great time to work prosperity magic in order to manifest your goals and bring them into fruition, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do this year. And then they always have a lovely little synopsis on the back, which kind of brings together everything inside the box and how it correlates to the Sabbat. So if you did not know, this is how the Sabbat box comes and how it looks. It's very discreet. I'm not showing you the front because it has my address, but that is literally it. It is a brown cardboard box and they slap a label on it. The closest you're gonna get to knowing what's inside the box is the return address, but even that is just SB shipping department. It is incredibly discreet, so if you are a witch that is in the closet, this is kind of the perfect box, especially if you're one that really enjoys celebrating the Sabbats, because that is the major theme behind this box. So getting inside to the good stuff, it is a purple tissue paper this time with a lovely sticker featuring the symbols of the elements and the color correspondences for those. So one of my favorite things that I'm seeing, and it just, every box always has like a beautiful, it's like I see it growing in each one. I'm a sucker for packaging. When I am purchasing something from a company or like an Etsy store or something like that, packaging will 100% win me over. But that is just something that I continue to see with Sabbat Box, and it is just blowing me away. And it's just something as simple as using the colors, the color correspondences in and throughout the guide. It's just a lovely little, like, tiny little touch. So a common thing that we seem to be getting a lot in the boxes lately are Book of Shadows pages, which is fantastic. I think they're great, especially if you are a beginner, you don't have a whole lot of knowledge. That's kind of my thing. Like, I started out this way. I started out, of course, as a beginner, of course, as we all do. I did not know what I was doing. I did not know where to really direct it, and somehow I got on the path of subscription boxes, and it was beautiful. Like, it clicked, and I slowly have begun to like learn and kind of go on my own. You know, it felt right, and it still feels right, and this is just great because you receive pages of information, usually based around the theme. This one is for the pentagram. Now I have all of them saved in a little binder because I really love these. So at the bottom it does tell you how to you know, invoke and banish, and then it has, you know, the directions that each side of the pentagram represents elementally, if that makes sense. And then along the sides, which is really pretty neat, it shows you basically all major symbols throughout different religions, different kinds of symbols and stuff like that that use a pentagram. So this does retail for $1.95 and it is by Azor Green, and that is azorgreen.net. At the heart of Wicca and within the craft lies one of the most beloved and cherished symbols, the pentacle. The pentacle holds a variety of meaning and purpose to different people, but within the craft particularly, the pentacle is a symbol that is representative of the elements, so earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Within this detailed parchment, you will find the connection between the pentacle and the elements, as well as different ways invoking and banishing. And then we have these 4 beeswax spell candles. So they don't have a scent to them. This is an elemental set of candles. So we have a red beeswax, a yellow, green, and blue beeswax candle. So it is made with 100% Canadian beeswax with organic essential oils. And I am going to dock it a little bit just because right off the bat, I mean, I didn't read the card yet, but right off the bat, it's not telling me what essential oils were used. I do like to know my ingredients. I might be able to find this information on the website, but I'm not sure. I always mispronounce this, and I'm so sorry. The company is Lailoken's Awen, and that is who made these candles for the box. Like, I don't smell anything. They have the typical like beeswax candle smell. So these retail for $15. I believe that's for the bundle. These beautifully handcrafted spell candles will perfectly complement your next spell or ritual by marking and illuminating the 4 quarters of your sacred space. They can also be used on elemental altars or burned when working with specific elemental beings or energies. Each elemental beeswax spell candle is anointed with the appropriate corresponding elemental anointing oil and are charged during the proper astrological timing. I think I would just like a little bit more information on these candles. It does feel like I'm not getting the full, and maybe that's my own fault for not knowing like what really corresponds with it, but I feel like this would be a perfect time to kind of teach those who may be in my same kind of boat where they don't know what the proper astrological timing to charge an elemental candle would be, or what kind of oil is used, ingredient purposes. But I would also, you know, like to kind of know that. Moving forward, I would like to have some kind of, what's it called, like kind of just education on it so that I can learn and kind of instill that in my mind moving forward to see if that is something that resonates with me in my path, and if that's something that I could incorporate in the future. Elements seem to be, you know, they're kind of the big thing. They make up everything. So just knowing that information, I feel like this would have been a really good opportunity to include it, just to kind of teach as a teaching tool. Even like a link to like, click here to learn more, go here to learn more, I think would have been a super nice touch. We have a Nature's Spirits book. We've gotten these kinds of little books before. I don't know where they're from. Woodenbooks.com is on the back. I love these books. They're just, I really enjoy the cover and the kind of holographic titling. So this is Nature's Spirits, Word, Lore, and Wild Fae Magic by Dan Forrest, illustration by Dan Goodfellow. And these books seem to come out of the UK. I'm not sure if they're imported. I can never find them online, so I am always gonna stick, I will look, but I will always, when we get these, stick with the kind of notion that these are Sabbat Box exclusives, because I cannot find these outside of the Sabbat Box store. So once they sell, they kind of sell out unless someone else can kind of redirect me onto where to find specifically these books. So they have a lot of little stories, it looks like, in them. Each page kind of appears to be a different story or a different kind of informational page, and each opposing page, the opposite page, they all have kind of an art that corresponds to said story or informational page. Very, very pretty and gorgeous books. I believe we've gotten 2 others before it. I can see the one sitting down there out of camera for you guys, but it is Herbal Healers and it was by someone else, but I really, really adore these books. I really do. It does retail for $8.95 and it is linking out to woodenbooks.com, so I would, I guess, check them out, see if they have any other kind of books, or if you can get the past books from that website. I'm not sure. Within this little book, you will learn and discover new ways to connect with each of the elements, elemental beings, and wild spirits of nature for mutual and magical benefit. The author, Danu Forrest, a renowned witch, priestess, shaman, and teacher, guides you on the powers of the place, spirit doors, fairies, devas, guardians, and guides, tree spirits, sylphs, nymphs, fire spirits, and so much more. This line of little particular books by Wooden Books may be tiny, but they are filled with a plethora of information as well as delightful witchy illustrations that any pagan would love. And I really, really do love them. They are gorgeous little books. I do keep them on my like close shelf for like quick reference and stuff like that. I really do enjoy them. All right, so the next item is a wooden board with a circle, and then it has the elements in it with little dots and lines kind of crisscrossing all around. And it is a elemental charging plate. It also came with a business card for Alaska Laser Made, and it's for custom design, laser cutting, and engraving. It has information, like a little informational piece of paper on how to use it and what this is used for, as well as a link to their Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/Alaska Laser Made. So that's pretty cool. I would like to check out more of what they have. And it's just, it's a very nice, it feels finished and sanded and everything like that. It's a very smooth piece of wood. The other website you can go to for them is alaskalasermade.etsy.com. This retails for $17.95. One of the items that we just knew that we needed to include within this special box of elemental magic was a charging plate. For many of those who practice in the craft, it is common for people to spiritually or ritually charge spell supplies, ritual tools, or magical components prior to incorporating these items into our practices. In a nutshell, it is believed that when we charge an item, we are giving it purpose, essentially breathing life into them. A charging plate in and of itself acts as a focal point where you are able to direct your intent and energy into the items. I am so sorry guys, I do not know when I cut out. The camera just decided to stop recording and not let me know. So I hope I got through everything. I know it definitely was not recording when I was talking about the charging plate. Hopefully, you know, link down below for all information. I'm so sorry, I have no idea when it stopped. My camera is being such a butthole and it will not let me look at the footage. So, and I'm just gonna go ahead and link information down below on the charging plate because I think that's when it stopped. I'm so sorry. I'm so upset. Look, and now I'm not zoomed in or anything. Whoa, this is really pretty. So this is elemental, I'm gonna mispronounce this. I suck with words. Vocation? I know what it sounds like and I hear it in my head, but I just can't pronounce it. There are certain words that I struggle with, and I have a massive migraine and it's making me slur my words, so elemental evocation, evocation, wand of the 5 elements. It is biotonically infused, fractionated coconut oil with quartz, gold leaf, pure essential oils. There's also rose in here. This is gorgeous. So this is by Anjou. It's 10 millimeters. This is by Light of Anjou. And fun fact, I just actually found them on my own, this store, and I pre-ordered one of their new spell candles that are coming out. It's like in a cauldron. It has this really, really pretty like hand-painted bumblebee on it with I think two moons, two like not full moons, two crescent moons. That was really pretty, and it sounded really neat, so I pre-ordered that, and I found them before the box, so that's pretty interesting. So this retails for $12, and I will go ahead and say right now, I do not think this is available on their website. You can definitely get it on the Sabbat Box store if you're interested. This custom-made elemental of Vocation oil will help you bring forth the power of each of the elements into your next ritual, spell, meditation, or spiritual working. This wand of the 5 elements is filled with a potent variety of herbs, crystals, and oils corresponding to all of the elements to provide a balanced, all-purpose concoction that is perfect for anointing. Use it to anoint yourself, others, or even spiritual tools and supplies. So, and they do go ahead and just list everything. So the herbal ingredients is a mixture of coconut oil, which is one of each of the 5 elements, coconut oil, meadowsweet, which represents air, yarrow, which represents water, cinnamon for fire, sage for earth, mugwort for spirit. And the essential oils in here are, let's see, cedarwood, rose, cardamom, frankincense, and bergamot. Within the bottle itself, you will see pieces of clear quartz, rosebud, calendula petal, gold leaf, as well as a lavender bud, which I now do see. I really, really love it. Oh, this place is located in Maine. We're going up to Maine. If they have a store, I might have to visit it. Ooh, I'm excited. That gets me really pumped for a trip. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I really, really like it. So let me go ahead and pop it open because it's got a huge amount. It's got kind of a list of ingredients. So let's see how it smells. It's got a roller ball, and this might not be like, not everyone will probably care about like stuff like the scent and stuff, but some people are sensitive to that, and I've actually been thanked before for doing this kind of stuff, so I'm gonna include it just for the sake of including it. It's not like a perfume though, you're not supposed to wear it as a perfume. It kind of, like, if I'm going to go ahead and describe the scent, it smells like pine sol maybe, or like, what is that, like spray cleaner for wood? It smells like that. Kind of almost lemony and like a lemon pine sol. It smells like wood cleaner. It smells good. It smells okay. It's not super strong or overpowering, and I really do feel like this is a scent that would fade if used on the skin. I'm not sure how it smells though, and when you anoint it on a candle and you burn the candle, that's what I'm not sure of. The last item is in this velvety black bag. We have 4 stones here. It looks like they are carved and painted with some kind of gold paint. It looks like we have a quartz on air, maybe obsidian on earth, lapis on water. Is this carnelian for fire? I'm probably mispronouncing that as well. So this is from Artisans. It's handcrafted, hand engraved elemental stone set. So it says that you can, they're very versatile. You can use them in your practice in many different ways. Use the stones in combination with the charging plates to add their corresponding energies. Use them to mark the quarters in your sacred space, or use them separately when working with one specific element at a time. Ah, I was wrong. Okay, so earth is black agate, air is clear quartz, fire is the red jasper, and water is lapis. So they are very pretty. They're very, very flat. I was expecting kind of like a rounder stone. This is fine though. Some are thicker than others. They're not all the same consistency. They're a polished stone as well, so it's not a raw stone that you're going to be getting. but they're very nice. They're very big. So that retails for $16.95. All right guys, so that was everything in this 2018 Sabbat box for Elemental Magic. What did you guys think? Did you get it? Did you get the box yourself? How are you planning on using the items? How are you going to incorporate them into your Ostara celebrations? Me, I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea yet. I mean, it's very, the elements are easy to incorporate, I think, into like any kind of ritual. So I don't think I'll have too much of a problem using them, and at the worst case scenario, I can just use them to represent my quarters. But I want to do more than that, and I'm not entirely sure how I wish to use the items yet. So I will definitely keep you updated, I guess. Follow me on Instagram if you do not already. That is kind of where I post, at least I hope to post this kind of stuff, like follow-ups and stuff in the future. Stuff that's not like video length, like it won't be able to make a full video on it. So I will definitely show more stuff with the items from this box on Instagram. It is linked down below. It's linked on my channel. I think it's the same as it is here, Jumi of Diamonds. So yeah, follow me over there to see how I am gonna be celebrating my Ostara and how I incorporate the items in my box. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go. I hope you're all doing well. I will see you in my next video. I do not know when or what that may be, but I hope to see you all there. So see you guys, bye.